This is a true story about the clock change almost everyone complains about. Daylight saving time feels like a simple modern annoyance. Twice a year, the clock moves, people argue, sleep gets weird, and someone blames farmers. But the American story is older, messier, and more about coordination than most people realize. Start with the railroads. Before Standard Time, many places kept local sun time. Noon was tied to the sun overhead, which made sense in a village, and made less sense when trains, timetables, and long-distance travel connected the country. The Department of Transportation says US and Canadian railroads adopted a 4-zone system in 1883 to reduce the confusion from roughly 100 local sun times. Standard Time came before Daylight Saving Time. Federal oversight began in 1918 with the Standard Time Act. Congressional Research Service says that law established standard time zones and also set a summer daylight saving period to begin on the last Sunday of March and end on the last Sunday in October. The timing was not random. The United States was in World War I, and daylight saving was sold as a way to shift daylight into the evening and conserve fuel and light. It was also unpopular. After World War I, Congress abolished federal summer daylight saving time. Standard Time remained, but daylight saving became a local choice in some places. That meant the clock could become a patchwork again. Then World War II brought it back at national scale. In 1942, the United States adopted year-round daylight saving time, often called wartime. After the war, the country again slid into local variation. Cities, counties, and states could make different choices, and the result was confusion for transportation, broadcasting, business, and anyone trying to keep a schedule across boundaries. That is why the Uniform Time Act of 1966 matters. It did not invent the idea of changing clocks. It tried to make the rules consistent. The Department of Transportation says the act established a system of uniform daylight saving time throughout the nation and its possessions. States could exempt themselves from observing daylight saving time, but if they observed it, they had to follow the federal dates. That is the part people often miss. The law was not just about sunlight. It was about everyone changing the clocks at the same time. The rules changed again. The Energy Policy Act of 2005 extended the daylight saving period, and NIST says the current US rule begins at 2 in the morning on the second Sunday in March and ends at 2 in the morning on the first Sunday in November. Some places do not observe it, including Hawaii and most of Arizona, with an exception for the Navajo Nation. So why do Americans still argue about it? Because daylight saving time sits at the intersection of sleep, school, work, commerce, transportation, energy, health, local preference, and national uniformity. Everyone experiences the clock personally, but the rule is made collectively. That is why it keeps coming back. Daylight saving time is not just a lost hour. It is a century-old argument over who gets to decide what time the country lives by.